Heart has beautiful yarn and it's called Unforgettable. And look at these colors. They have 20 colors, so it was very difficult to choose. Now this is a number 4 worsted yarn, and they suggest a number 8 knitting needles. So you can choose a bigger size needles if you are knitting like something open like this. Now this yarn has 270 yards, so that is a lot of yards. So this is good. So I'm calling this stitch net because that's what it looks like, and I'm using the pearly color from Unforgettable. So, and I'm using size 9 knitting needles, so it looks a little bit more open. And this stitch is a multiple of 4 plus 2. So here I have 36 stitches, which is a multiple of 4 plus 2, that makes it 38. So to do this, cast on your stitches, and I'll show you how, and work with 38 stitches. So this has a provisional cast on because later we're going to close it like this, and let me show you how to do that. So with scrap yarn, you are going to make a multiple of 4 plus 2 chains. So that is 1, very loosely, because you're going to pick up the back, and this is a large hook, it's an eye. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'll make a couple of more, so like that I'm sure I have enough. And on this side, make a little knot on your yarn so that you know that this is the side you end it with. This is the side you're going to start unraveling later. So with the yarn that you're going to be working with, see the gray is a little bit neutral, so it shows better with this one. So you're going to pick up and knit, pick up, see, this is the right side of your chain. See, it's nice and smooth. You need to turn to the wrong side and pick up these bumps there. So pick up the bumps in the back of the chains, and that would be 1. Leave a long tail so you can weave it in later. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So 12 is a multiple of 4 plus 2 is 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Okay, so row number 1, and only on this row, only on the first one that you make for your base, you are going to knit the first stitch. After this row, you don't knit the first stitch, you just pass it. But on this one, in order, it's just the beginning, so you knit the first stitch. And you're going to knit the whole row. So row number 1 is all knit. Okay, so row number 2, you are going to pass the first one as if to knit, and then you are going to yarn over. So bring your yarn to the front and knit these 2 stitches together. Yarn over and knit these 2 stitches together. Yarn over, knit the next 2 stitches together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, and the last one you knit. Okay, row number 3, pass the first one as if to knit and knit all the other ones. So row number 3 is all knit. There we go. This is very easy stitch, really, and it looks beautiful. So, and row number 4 is, you see, you want the holes to be alternated. So row number 4, you pass the first stitch as if to knit, and then you start by knitting 2 together and then yarn over, knit 2 together and yarn over, knit 2 together and yarn over, knit 2 together and yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, and the last one you knit. So you repeat those 4 rows and that's it. And let me show you how it looks. See, this is the right side of your work and it's very pretty, but the wrong side or the other side also looks pretty. See? So it's very nice for a scarf because any side you use it or it turns, it looks pretty. So do your 38 stitches and I'll see you later. Once you have knitted about 28 to 30 inches, then you want to go and pick up your stitches from the side. Let's see which side is the one that had my knot. This one. Okay, so you want to go there, cut your knot so that it can go through here. So that's my provisional cast on. And pick up your stitches. So that was my first stitch, it went over, and then that's the second one, and pick up, keep unraveling and pick up. So let me get my tail here. So pick up each one of these as you unravel, and if it gets stuck you can just cut it. So it does happen sometimes that it gets stuck because I picked up a little piece of the scrap yarn. So pick up all of these and go all the way to the other side. And so once you do that, we're going to do the 3 needle bind off, and I'll see you when I unravel all of these. Okay, I needed to transfer my stitches to a double pointed needle, and this is a size 8 and it's softer because I needed my other needle to bind off the size 9. So what you want to do is that you want to put the two right sides together. So put right sides facing each other toward the inside, and this is the way we're going to bind off. So pick up your yarn and pick up one from the front needle, one from the back needle, knit the two stitches together, take them off your needles, and then go and pick up the next one, knit them together, one from the front, one from the back, knit them together, and then bind off the first one over the second one. Again, we pick up one from the front needle, another one from the back needle, knit them together, and bind off, put one over the other. So let's do that again. One from the front, one from the back, knit them together, and then pass one over the other. Again, one from the front, one from the back, knit them together, and then pass one over the other. Let's do that again. One from the front, one from the back, knit those two together, take them off your needles, and pass one over the other one. Once more, one from the front, one from the back needle, knit them together, take them off your needles, and pass one over the other. And then keep going until you end, and I'll see you when I get to the end of the row. I'm on my last 3 stitches of the 3 needle bind off. So that is 1 bind off, another one, bind off, and this is the last one, the front and the back, knit them together and bind off. Okay, so now I want to cut my yarn, but I want to leave a long tail. So there we have it, and pass your yarn through, and then we can weave in the ends later. So this is the way it looks on the inside, and so it doesn't look bad, but this is still the inside, and this is the way it looks on the outside, and it's kind of neat. So it's a nice finish, see? So this is going to be on the back, so very nicely finished. And this is what the 3 needle bind off looks like. So let's get going on the head part, and I'll see you soon.